Going hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go. Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go. Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go. Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go. Going hard, yo. Go. Go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Going Hard podcast. My name is Josh DeLay. I am a host of the podcast. There's another host.
I'm also a host. My name is Alan Wagner. Hello.
Very good. Very good.
How's it going? I've been producing this thing for several years.
For
now.
this is the 99th episode you produced it.
99.
And it's the Pete, and I just want to say hi.
Very good.
Nice.
Awesome. I made a rap song about you when you were on your way here. By the way,
All right.
Yeah, you'll be hearing it later.
you'll be
in the
hearing it
episode.
later.
At the end of the episode, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll all hear it together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just so everyone knows, we made the song already, and it's about producer Pete.
Yep.
So stick around for that.
Oh, nice.
What-
You set the hook.
Yeah, but what's hilarious about that kind of business when you're doing a podcast, they don't really have to stick around. They can just move the thing ahead 56 minutes, and then
Yeah.
honestly, they're not gonna be
What if
missing
they-
much.
If they have like
You know?
if they downloaded their podcasts and then put them on their iPod, and their iPod shuffle is broken, so they can't shuffle through it.
Oh yeah,
Then they
actually,
have to listen to the.
if it's
whole
on an
thing.
iPod Shuffle, you actually can't really skip ahead. I don't think.
Well, there you go.
So yeah, if you're on an iPod Shuffle, stick around. You know, if you're on anything else,
Yeah.
skip ahead.
We like to be I like to be inclusive, anyways. So that way,
I don't.
include the people that maybe don't have the.
And if you
ability
don't
to
get the
scrub forward.
instructions, go back, reverse a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah. If you forgot how to do it, if you forgot how to skip ahead, and you heard my explanation of how you just click the thing,
Yeah.
do that thing.
Well, just scrub. Some people like calling it scrubbing ahead, like if you scrub through something.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't understand what scrolling forward is, you could scrub forward also.
Yeah, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
That's being very inclusive. We were talking about speaking of being inclusive. If you're like, is it racist if you're white and you use cocoa butter?
It's actually a great question.
Like
I would prefer for the producer to answer this one.
You guys talked about this already, or what?
Well,
I
no,
don't know.
you'll hear in the song later, but but basically, like, I guess, like, so, like, let's say I'm a white guy and I make a reference to cocoa butter. Is that me being racist? Like,
Like weed brownies?
no, not really.
I think that's like weed butter. It's not cocoa butter.
Yeah.
What if you like when you're talking about it, using it, and you also have like a black accent, like an accent on you,
Right. What if you're doing a bit of
an impersonation. So to speak.
you have a certain affectation to your speech while you're talking about cocoa butter, but you're a white guy. Is
They
that
call it black throat.
Yeah, what if you're doing black throat?
that sounds fucking. I don't know. I feel like there's some different connotations to black throat.
What's like what?
If you got black throated, I don't know.
Oh my god, that's like
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means.
is that
Can you
a
tell
real
us?
thing? Getting
That's
black
the first
throated?
thing that popped into my head.
Yeah, but what even is that?
You tell me. What do you think it is?
No, that's not how this works. You presented this
Listen,
idea
you
into the
already-
world,
you-
and you're like, oh, you mean like getting black throated? And it's like,
you
no,
already-
I don't know. Will you please enlighten?
You already know, though.
No, I actually don't know.
Listen, you wouldn't have asked me if you.
Well, I've
didn't
heard
know.
of black lung. Is this like a coal miner's disease of some kind?
Yeah.
So getting black throated means you were down in the mines?
Well, the miners, they're inhaling, black things into their lungs.
Right, yeah, from the coal.
These guys are inhaling black things into their throats.
So, okay, right.
Yeah.
So before you get black lung, you get black throat is the first sign of black lung.
Well, exactly. If you're down in
Okay.
the mines,
Sure.
coal mining,
All
you
right.
get black throat and
All right.
then black lung. So
Remember deep throat?
pretty obvious.
Remember deep throat?
yeah. Do you want to talk about this?
Wait, what?
Deep Throat, the movie.
Wait, that's a movie called
Yeah.
Deep
I think
Throat?
we were talking about something else.
Yeah, it was one of like the biggest it was one of the
It was
biggest.
a
movies
blockbuster
ever.
hit.
Yeah.
Wait, what about Richard Nixon, I would assume?
No.
Wait.
Yeah, there's two different conversations happening.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about it though?
Well, sure. Yeah.
All right.
So what is Deep Throat? It's not about Richard Nixon?
No. It was like a really big like porno.
Oh.
Like back in the 70s. It was like the first. Like,
the
big
first
one.
Deep Throat.
Yeah.
I see.
It was about a lady who didn't have a clitoris in her vagina. It was in her throat. And so she had to deep throat to get like an orgasm.
Oh, sure.
She went to the doctor. The first scene is her going to the doctor and just be like, I can't get an orgasm. It's
Sure.
fucked up.
Yeah.
And he's like, can you open your mouth for me really quick? And she's like, well, I don't really understand what's going on here, but all right. And then she did, and lo and behold, it's in her throat. It's not on her vagina. So.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a '70s movie from the '70s.
Yeah. It's a real popular one.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. I mean, okay. So I actually am curious.
Yeah.
Like you keep saying it's really popular, and like that could be ironic.
It's
that could be ironic, but you know about it, so somebody knows about it.
Yeah, it's like a pulp class. Like what's that called? A cult classic.
A cult classic.
Cult classic.
A
that's what
pulp
it is.
classic.
Pulp fiction.
But it is porn.
Yeah.
So it's not like implied. It's not like, you know.
Well, I mean, deep throat.
Right, but you actually see like a genitalia go into there.
Yeah, into the.
Yeah, it finds the clitoris.
Yeah.
In the throat.
Yep.
So that sounds good. And that's what about Richard Nixon?
Look, there's
though?
a couple documentaries about it, I think, actually.
There's movies about the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is a big deal.
No, it's a big thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like.
I wasn't sure if you were fucking with me.
No, I'm not fucking with you.
I couldn't
It's
tell.
like it's an actual thing.
Oh, that's amazing. Did
Yeah.
you know about this? You knew about it too.
Yeah, I remember there being a documentary about it.
Yeah.
So you all watched the movie, but the movie you didn't watch.
I've never seen it.
You didn't watch the documentary.
No, I just remember the cover.
What was
and
it
be like, oh, those are some pretty lips.
That's a deep throat there.
Some pretty lips.
Pretty lips and a deep throat.
Yep.
That's all I need is pretty lips and a deep throat. Hey, don't ask for much out of life. Just some pretty lips and a deep throat.
Yep.
Call me a happy camper.
What about Richard Nixon? He has something dealing with deep throat also.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on here?
It wasn't like I think the guy, like the whistleblower of Richard Nixon was named. His name was Deep Throat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a callback. That was also in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no coincidence that the first time people started deep throating was right around Nixon's resignation, you know?
Yeah, it was like the guy who had all the tapes and released them on the Washington Post.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that guy. I remember him.
Deep Throat.
Deep Throat was his name.
His name was Deep Throat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really all I had to say about that. But, we started talking about Black Throat, and I was like, well, what's a free association I can do here? And I was like, well, what if Richard Nixon was black?
You could really connect all sorts of dots if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's fun about being on podcasts is that one person talks about one thing, and then all of a sudden we're talking about something entirely different.
That's true.
You
Have you ever thought about what if Richard Nixon was black?
Yeah, I have.
Well, how do you think that would go?
I think Watergate would have ended a lot worse for him.
Oh, you think he got a slap on the wrist as comparison to his black counterpart may have?
Yeah, I think so. If he was the first black president as Nixon and did Watergate, it wouldn't have turned out well.
That is kind of true. I wonder if Obama had to really fucking because presidents are
you gotta dot his fucking T's and cross his I's.
Obviously, all presidents do fucked up corrupt shit. Obviously, right?
Well, he was drone bombing fucking people.
Right, but that's a very white activity though.
Well, it's actually it's actually more okay for him to do that because he is also brown.
That's how I always felt.
So him bombing other brown people is more okay, I think.
Yeah.
I don't see what see people had a lot of problems with Obama. I feel like, and I feel like maybe they were misunderstanding the scenario.
Oh yeah, it's brown on brown crime, dude. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
White America loves that kind of thing.
Well, no, and it seems kind of fucked up that they would just be like, I don't like that. It's like, nah.
It's like, yeah, this is what we do.
Yeah.
It's just now it just happens to be someone who's not white doing it. Oh, who are these black-faced gentlemen?
Oh, what? Brown-faced minstrel. What did you call it again?
Well, I didn't call it. That's what it's called. It's a black-faced minstrel show.
Black-faced minstrel. You were explaining this to me about a dozen or so episodes ago.
And by explaining it to you, it means me walking in on you watching those videos all the time.
Well, all right.
And then you acting ignorant on the podcast like you don't do that. Anyway,
So,
though,
we
don't got to retread those waters. But
is this Nixon hanging out with
is
black-faced minstrel?
Wait, is Nixon in blackface? Oh, it's not. It's not Nixon. Yeah, but they keep saying like these politicians and blackface, but it's like, are any of them of any consequence?
I think they were in the 1930s, but
Oh, so this is this is from 1935. Yeah.
And there's some outrage.
Hey,
about
I
this
tell you what, though,
happening.
guys, say what you want about this, but go down to the caption real quick. This notice what this is saying here. Then New York City Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia. God, what a wop. LaGuardia, yeah. A Republican, and then New York Governor Al Smith, right? A Democrat. So what brings the two sides together but blackface?
Yeah.
How about that?
Okay.
And this was actually an Elks Charity Fund minstrel show. Holy fuck! In 1935,
Is that
people
is that
doing
late?
minstrel shows in 1935?
Is that late?
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. That's fucking crazy.
I don't think that
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not that late.
I think there was still massive segregation happening until the 60s.
Oh, I guess maybe it's not that out of line. I guess.
Yeah, I don't think that was out. I don't think they gave a fuck back in the 30s.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
I thought because I remember when we were walking down and you watching those videos, and they would all seem like they were from like.
Well, I was pretending like I was in the 60s before segregation.
Exactly. Well, look, blackface or Nixon didn't do blackface, so that's all good. You know what I mean? What if Nixon did blackface and then in his State of the Union he talked about how it's okay if white people use cocoa butter? Would that be racist?
It might make your case a little bit easier.
What if Obama would have had like a statement about cocoa butter?
Could a black president make decisions like that for the entire black population? Where he was like, hey, all you whiteys out there, cocoa butter's you're fine to use cocoa butter, by the way. Can you just make decisions?
It would have been sick if he would have been like, and the bombings in Iran were devastating to our country, but we are going to persevere. And Whitey, it's okay if you use cocoa butter. And then he just walk. That's his last thing, and then it's like he just kind of tucks it in at the end. Everyone's like, "Wait a minute, what?"
Well,
who put up to that?
But would the black community have to agree with it beyond that?
Well, I think that I think
they would have to, right?
It's like kind of codifies it, you know.
Yeah, I think that's he's the president. He's the one in charge. So.
The good people at Banana Boat and I have a partnership. And yes, Whitey can use cocoa butter and other assorted sprays.
Why are you so good at this accent?
It's not that good.
It's pretty fucking good.
It's
though.
fine.
I couldn't do a better
It's
one.
fine.
I could do like a decent, I don't know, not a decent Trump, an okay Trump, I guess.
Yeah,
he's easy. Obama's got like a little bit.
I think doing Trump is way harder. Until you can actually do Trump good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cliche at this point, but
you know who does a really good Trump? So I think the reason I think it's okay for me to do the Obama impression because like obviously I'm a white guy, so maybe that's not super kosher.
No, it's fine.
But I was watching Instagram reels one time, and Jamie Foxx does a fucking insanely good Trump.
I saw that.
The way I see
actually,
it, if Jamie Foxx can do Trump, I can do Obama.
Yeah,
you know what
Jamie
I mean?
Foxx's Trump is fucking hilarious.
It's really
He did a
good.
Fucking great.
It's really
he did a
good.
great job
Yeah.
with it, yeah.
But he's a very talented guy. You know,
He is. Yeah.
He has a lot of talent.
The Jamie Foxx, very talented man.
Yes.
I would say he's one of the best black actors out there.
One of the best. Have you guys been? I know we introduced it a couple podcasts ago, but have you been going on to the classic Trump tweets? Are you guys on that?
No, I mean you're the one who feeds me those tweets. Do you have some to read today?
No. I was just hoping you guys would have been watching them. You know.
No, but I mean, I'm always down to hear more of them.
A lot of them are now they're not even like his tweets anymore, but it's like he used to do a lot of videos on Twitter. You know what I mean? He'd always just him at his desk, just talking about random shit. And he had one where he was talking about how Mac Miller had a song called Donald Trump or something.
Oh yeah, yep.
And he's like,
look,
look, I don't know anything about this song, but apparently it's very popular. It's doing very well. And it's like, he's like, maybe I should sue him. I don't know. He's like, seems like he's making a lot of money off my likeness, whatever. But it was so funny. He's like, Mac, hey, it's Donald Trump #1, and he's just like all excited about it.
You know what's crazy?
It's so cool.
It's, like,
it's all in his rap shit. He's like Roseanne Barr was on a line today, and it's like that's his video is just like talking about the news. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because he has no point.
It's just absurd because I remember okay, picture this. The year is 2009. All right.
Yeah, good year.
You know, I'm fresh. It's my freshman year of college.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking like at some fucking weird like fucking freshman party house, just like getting really high and drunk or whatever. And then like Mac Miller comes on the radio or the fucking boombox or whatever the fuck we were listening to back in 2009.
Yep.
And I was like, hey, what the fuck is this song?
I bet you were listening to Groove Shark.
Yeah. Yes. Probably was actually.
Yep.
Or like somebody like fucking, took a couple hours on like fucking LimeWire and made a CD or something.
I feel like 09 was way too late for LimeWire.
There was still at least some of those.
Maybe like
sites
Pirate
happening.
Bay. It was more like torrenting and shit, I feel, right?
Sure. I mean, that was happening. Like, you would download like fucking full albums and shit.
Right.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I was still using fucking like LimeWire and BearShare and fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely torrent season.
Yeah.
It's torrent season.
BearShare sounds like a pretty gay website.
I would download songs and sometimes it would turn out to be like fucking like porn and shit.
Every
I don't know.
time. Every time it was just two hairy men fucking. You're like, what's the deal with these songs I keep trying to download?
Yeah, right.
And also,
Yeah,
why haven't I
weird.
learned my lesson?
Yeah, anyways.
All right, sorry. I was a tangent.
The year's 2009.
We can talk about 2009 music options later, but let's get
Mac Miller comes
let's
on
get
the
down to the
radio.
business.
All of a sudden I'm just like, hey, what fucking song is this? It's like, oh, it's Donald Trump by fucking Mac Miller. And it's like, oh, the Apprentice guy. Oh, you're fired. Ha, that's funny.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, and
That's
then like,
cute.
and then they're rapping,
You're fat.
and then he's rapping, and we're all having a good time, and then
Yeah.
fucking, and then we all move on with our life, Now, if somebody names a fucking song Donald Trump, it's like, oh,
It's all divisive now.
who is this fucking racist? That's
I know. Isn't that annoying?
That's rapping about Donald. Why can't I rap about Donald Trump without being called a racist? That's what I want to know.
I know. That's a really good point, man.
So I mean, it's the year's 2022. I thought we were supposed to be progressing forward instead of moving backwards.
Nah, man. We're
regressing.
Hey, man. What can I say? We're divided as a country. Okay.
Yep.
That's why we need fucking a guy like Obama to make a big statement about cocoa butter to unite everybody.
Well, exactly. See, if
That's the only way.
if everybody could wear cocoa butter,
Yeah, that would bring everyone together.
and we could all rap about Donald Trump,
Right.
everybody could come together and hold hands and become one united America.
Boom.
Can I be the one who argues for being divided?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that'd be
yeah,
great.
of course.
That'd be great. Yeah.
A simple question here for you.
Uh-huh.
What's like the best way to have a pizza?
Cold.
Wait.
Cold-
Oh, no,
cold
I mean,
pizza?
no. I mean, I like cold pizza, but like the best way.
Divide it up.
Oh, I see.
Like when you cut it into slices.
So why can't that work in the world?
Well, what about squares or triangles though?
Oh.
divide it. I don't give a shit.
Just as long as the pizza is cut into.
It's manageable to eat.
You ever get like real crazy with your pizza? Just cut it all sorts of crazy ways just because fuck
I
it.
do.
Yeah. Like isn't it kind of like pizza can be a little oppressive that way? Like you feel like you have to do it just like 8 slices, or you have to do it like in like those little fucking squares or rectangles,
I always do like 2 normal slices, and then I do a fucking bunch of small ones.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. You know what I like to do? I like to do a peace sign. Just ju.
See? Hey, at least you're divided though. You're not. You're like, there's a point to it.
Yeah. That's good.
Thank you.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Hey, speaking
Hey,
of,
I'm just a different way to think.
yeah, man. That's the thing. No one was thinking outside the box anymore. You know what I mean? No one's
Well, I mean, if
thinking
you're,
outside the box.
If you're a pizza chain, you would be thinking inside of the box.
Wait, what? Oh, the pizza's inside the box.
Yeah.
Oh, new idea.
'Kay.
New idea. The problem is that the pizzas, we're putting pizza in boxes. It needs to be delivered outside of the
Oh.
box. It needs to be on top of the box at least. Maybe.
Have you ever gotten a pizza inside of a paper bag?
Yeah, actually, I have.
know. What,
Yeah.
who does that again?
Pizza. Well, so there used to be a thing.
Is it Pizza Patrol?
Well, Pizza Corner.
Pizza Corner.
Yeah, like if you'd go to a bar,
What?
they would have little sleeves.
Yes.
But it's not really like an actual establishment.
Pizza.
I think Dwayne.
wait, no.
I think Dwayne's House of Pizza
Red
as
Baron.
well.
Red
Oh,
Baron.
like those bags.
Bags,
I was
pizza
thinking like
bags.
a plastic bag.
Oh,
No,
Pete-
not a plastic bag.
I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, you never do any Ziploc pies, dude? We should start a place called Ziploc Pies. We just fucking jam a fucking pizza in there.
That's how you can unite the people.
It just
actually.
looks like human remains. It's
Yeah.
just it's fucking awful.
Yeah. Though you forget the box, you put it in fucking Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
Then everybody's on a level playing
It's
field.
like
in
spoon
my
or
opinion.
fork, sir. It's like I don't know.
Or a straw.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, you can slurp it.
Blended pizza.
Yeah, that'd be dope, dude.
Yeah.
I had to borrow a spoon from producer Pete today at work.
What do you mean by this?
He had a
He has straws that he is.
Wait, what?
Wait, no, sorry. I was stuck in the straw thing.
Yeah, you sure
He-
were.
He has a.
You're like the opposite of a turtle. You were stuck on a straw instead of a straw being stuck in you.
Jesus. No, so producer Pete has enough spoons to provide them to other people.
No, I had to wash it.
So like it was a
I
used.
used his one spoon.
It was a used spoon that he had that you washed and also used.
Yeah. So I brought.
Okay, I thought he had multiple spoons sitting there that he was able to like divvy out to people at his will.
I mean, maybe he has more, but he's only.
How many spoons he got?
Just one.
Just the one? Okay.
So yeah, I walked into.
It's silver.
That's a kindness then. That's not hoarding.
Yeah.
So that's good.
So my car is broken right now, so I don't have my key fob to get into work, so I have to actually like buzz in every single time. Which, as you know, some of my work habits, I like to go grocery shopping and stuff at lunch, and I'm not trying to have a lot of people see what I'm up to, Try to be a little sneaky about it. So I walk into work today with a box of grape nuts and a bowl. Those are the two items I had when I walked into work. That's fine. You can walk into work with whatever you want, unless it's like a gun. Don't do that. But so I set my grape nuts on my little counter there at the bowl, and I was like, all right, well, at lunch I'm gonna go grab myself a nice quart of milk there, and
Yeah.
whatever. So I go. So then I walk in. I buzz in again like 5 hours later with this like a quart of milk, and it's like. And the same guy buzzed me, and he's probably like, what the fuck? He walked in with cereal, and then 5 hours later comes in with a quart of milk.
Well, yeah, you're eating the cereal later. It makes sense.
No,
to
I
me.
know, but it's weird that those two things didn't come in together, kind of.
That is true. It's like you forgot the milk, and then you're just like,
Yeah.
oh fuck. Well, I'm already at work.
I should
might as
like
well.
every hour or two, he's brought another. I should have brought the bowl, and then I should have had a spoon.
Yeah.
And he'd been like, well, okay, this is fucking. Because eventually he'd have to really catch on. But anyway, so then I'm like,
What
pouring.
gag you did with this guy.
So then I'm pouring. I'm at my desk and I'm pouring grape nuts into this bowl
Yeah.
because I want to eat them. And then I grab I clank out that quart jug of milk and I just plop it down on my desk there. And then I go into the kitchen area. And I almost poured the milk first, and this would have been a real disaster.
Oh fuck.
And I went into the drawer where the spoons are, and there was no spoons. I was like, "Oh, dude!" I vocally said, "Ah, fuck!" And this lady who I've never talked to before, who was eating her lunch, just looked at me, and I was like, well." I just didn't say anything. I just walked out. I was like,
fuck.
I just want to eat these grape nuts.
My grape
man.
nuts.
Yeah. So I was like, well, Petey's got all this random shit because he has a drawer in his desk that has like it's always like filled with like SpaghettiOs and raviolis,
Yeah.
and sometimes he'll have like a hoagie in there and shit.
Oh my god.
He's got so I'm
I
like,
had a drawer like that at one of my offices.
right, yeah.
It's good to have.
Yeah, it's good that he has it. I don't, but so I was like, okay, if he has all these fucking items, perhaps some cutlery is in my future here. So I went and asked him for a spoon, and he's like, he's like, they're in the kitchen, and I'm like, yeah, I know. He's like, well, okay. I'm like, well, I looked, they're not there. He's like, I know. He's like, how do you know they're not in there? I'm like, I looked. And he's like, oh, okay, man. Yeah, I got a spoon for you.
He really vetted you.
And then I thought I was gonna get a plasma, but no, he had like this really like nice like artisan like black heavy spoon.
Oh, is it like fucking like made out of ivory, like a fucking?
Yeah, it was. I could tell. I could tell it was from a tusk. I could tell it was a. I could tell it was contraband.
Hand carved fucking like ivory spoon, just
Yeah.
for some weird reason.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
He's like, this is like 3/5 ivory, so be careful with it. I was like, okay. Someone had
know that spoon
they had
well.
melded steel and ivory together. And
Well, there
made
was a
some-
reason he was cautious about giving it to you. You know?
Yeah. So then I mean,
Yeah.
he really saved my life. And additionally, how much better that nice, like heavy metal spoon was than like using a little plastic spoon to eat cereal, especially.
Why? Hold on. Why?
Wait, what?
why would you need a fucking... See, I understand, like, heavier spoons for things that, like, have a little bit of consistency to them, but cereal is individual pieces.
Well, I guess
you literally just lift them out.
The spoons that they have are like limp dick shit.
Like, how...
I'd rather have like a soup with a fork than these things.
I almost used a ladle because they had a drawer that was full of ladles. I'm like, I might just use this ladle.
By the way, I checked
You
like
guys-
an hour later when I made mac and cheese, and there was a bunch of spoons.
Oh, so someone refilled it.
I don't know if he went to the right spot.
Can
It's
you
the-
guys
it's the
hold
middle
on?
drawer.
Can you guys hold on for a second?
You know it is.
On the long one?
The long one.
Yeah.
Listen, nobody cares about this.
No, this is really
Can
important, dude.
I care.
Because
Can I-
it's between
Oh
the
my
plastic
God.
forks and the plastic knives. And then I found out that, maybe the ladles are next to it, actually, aren't they? Yeah. There's like, dude, there's so many ladles. I was like, dude, there's like 15 ladles in here. I'm like,
Ladly.
yeah,
ladly,
dude, there's so
ladly.
many plastic ladles.
So,
I was like, I'm about to use one of these ladles, dude.
How
I'm gonna
fucking-
ladle up this fucking.
grape nuts aren't heavy enough to bend a fucking plastic spoon.
Wait, what?
I'm getting back to this. I'm not forgetting. We're not.
I'll
we're
bring some
talking about-
home tomorrow, and I'll
We're
show
fucking.
you.
Yeah,
We're fucking
I'll
talking.
show
No,
about
seriously,
this.
you can't
What
do
are they?
anything.
Are they made out of fucking like?
They're made out
goddamn
of something.
cellophane or something.
It seems that way.
No,
Probably.
listen. They would not be weak enough to drop fucking grape
Listen,
nuts.
I will just bring
Grape
one
nuts are not-
home.
please,
Dude, have you ever
Please
had a
do.
spoonful of grape nuts and literally your metal spoon just starts to fucking bend like an old dick?
Like you're in the Matrix.
Yeah.
like that
It's
movie.
basically doing what my penis does now when it gets hard for like a minute. It just like gets soft again and just does this.
Well, that's not good. I feel like you're being serious.
No, my dick doesn't work good anymore.
That's good.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
I
Anyway,
mean, that's good for everybody.
yeah, it's probably good for the world.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I still come though into the
Oh
vagina.
well,
It's
fuck.
just-
That's not good.
It's just a
then.
really sad.
That
cum
actually
now.
just makes it worse for the
Yeah,
world because
I think
you're
it's
like
worse.
you're still able to procreate. but-
Anyway,
anyways,
I was referring less to the. Now, look, these spoons are probably the worst spoons, right? Like, I don't think you can get a worse quality spoon.
Yeah, I choose not to use them.
But I was referring to more so like the actual like volume of the spoon.
the amount that it can hold.
Yes.
Okay.
When you're
All right.
eating cereal, you don't want to have like these little fucking
Yeah.
bites. That's annoying. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
Wait, what? Can you do that one more?
No. Okay.
you're doing that for fucking 15, 20 minutes. You're like, oh, half this bowl's gone.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I'm getting fired because it's taking me too long to eat my cereal. So that's why you need a bigger, bigger spoon.
Yeah. See, bigger spoon makes sense.
Yeah.
Stronger spoon.
I've been
doesn't
sick
make
for
sense.
3 weeks, by the way.
Shut up. Stop. Why you keep fucking coming over here? And
I finally got not sick.
I kept like you did the entire podcast and hung out for a little bit. Yes, last week.
Yeah, dude.
And then as you were
Hey, it was
leaving,
a cool time. Cheers, man.
as you were fucking no, get out of here. As you were leaving, you were just like, by the way, I've been fucking sick for a week, and it's just not going away. And it would just suck if I had to fucking go to Thanksgiving sick.
Yeah.
Literally fucking 3 days before
But then
Thanksgiving.
I got not sick.
Yeah, that's great for you, but you were fucking hanging out in our household
I got not sick though.
with us
I got not sick for
immediately before fucking Thanksgiving.
Hey,
Do you see the issue?
Thanksgiving through Sunday I got not
God
I got
damn.
not sick again. But
but
then
now you're sick again.
But then Monday I went to the casino and I was there for a long time. Then all of a sudden I got this just deep, like really painful cough, and my throat started to hurt real bad.
I hope it's fucking cancer.
Wait, why?
I don't know.
Oh God! I mean, it might be with my luck.
Yeah,
but
that'd be cool.
but yeah. So and then I'm just like really sick again.
That's goddamn it. Why do you wear a fucking mask or something?
You want to know what happened though?
Huh?
You sound like a lib.
You want to know? You want to know what happened though? Yeah, you do sound like a lib.
Yeah.
Cool it. What happened was I went to Fargo and I did what I do in Fargo every time, which is just like drink. I literally drank for 4 days straight and just stayed up till whenever. I don't even really know.
I know
most
that
nights.
Fargo life goes.
So I did that to myself for 4 days. I think that was like my body's like, yeah, dude, you fucking, you don't get to just do this anymore because you're old. You're sick now.
Yeah.
So that's why my voice all of a sudden is doing this.
Well, then you have like a debilitating disease of some sort or whatever.
Yeah, my dick doesn't work.
Yeah.
God damn it, man.
Yeah. Poor guy. Anyways,
Do you have something?
I was gonna ask you what kind of dick pills Alan uses.
Oh yeah, we'll let it.
or you let me answer.
Well, he asked you a question.
Yeah,
Well,
what
no, he asked you
what kind
what
of
type of.
what kind of dick pills does Alan use, Petey?
Oh, the one with the C.
Cialis. Ding, ding, ding.
C.
That's weird because whenever I want to get an erection, I just go see Alice.
It's a great joke. Hey, write that one down.
I mean, there's no way a million people haven't done that, right? I'll tell it tonight though, and see if I get called out.
You should.
I was telling this one joke for a while that I think is really funny, and it sucks because now I can't tell it anymore because someone came up to me, they're like, "Oh, that's like an internet meme already," and it's like, God damn it.
Yeah, there was I fucking remember. Well, actually, before I go into that, you tell the joke.
Oh, the joke was like getting older sucks, like it's tough, especially like I remember back in my day, I used to date the ladies who worked at Bath and Body Works. Now my back and body hurts.
There's no way.
Yeah, and then apparently there's
I love that.
There's like
joke.
a meme of a homeless guy online who has a shirt that says "Back and Body Hurts" in the Bath and Body Works font, and I was like, "What? Come
Wait,
on!"
what?
Yeah, I was so bummed.
That sucks. I love
So
that.
yeah, I
joke.
told that joke.
You were telling that for years.
No. It was fairly new.
It was like
Yeah,
at least a
years.
year. At least
like,
a year.
maybe like a year.
At least a year.
And then Ethan came to me.
Yeah.
He's like, it's like a thing online, right? I'm like, what?
Fuck, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a comedian in Fargo. I remember. This is like, I don't know why I like. This is something I think of semi-regularly. You know, one of those like kind of cringy things you like think about yourself doing.
Yeah, dude. That's literally all I ever think about.
No, me too.
So I get it.
But I was hanging because we would go.
Fucking filled to the brim with regret at
No,
all
dude,
times.
it's bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like I would, I would go like somewhat like almost every week to the Pickled Parrot and watch you guys do comedy there and
Yes.
shit.
Yeah. Exactly. The old basement
And
party.
there was a comedian there that like everybody thought was fucking big shit or whatever. And he told this joke. This is the first time, and I was there like every week, so I kind of knew the fucking routine at this point.
You fucking call him out?
No, but like, okay, so here's the thing. It's like he fucking like told a joke, and I literally like fucking I heard this joke the first time, and I had literally seen this meme the first time that day.
Oh wow!
And it was like the same fucking thing. And so like I was talking with you guys in a fucking group afterwards. There's like 6 people, like all the comedians fucking hanging out talking about shit.
just riffing.
Yeah, and I just fucking I was like, oh, that was kind of weird. Like that joke that he fucking told, this one, like I literally just saw it today. I'm pretty sure he ripped that off. And everybody's like, it's like, no, you don't say that, man. That's fucking. Everybody got all serious and was just like, you don't fucking say that about people unless you're sure, man.
Oh really?
And it was like really
People
fucking.
people,
weird.
people took
Maybe-
it seriously.
Yeah, and everybody like made me feel all weird about bringing this
You
up.
shouldn't feel bad about that.
No, I
Who-
shouldn't.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Yeah. I just thought it was really funny because I brought it up and everybody's like, because I think everybody was kind of sucking this dude's dick because I think he was like starting to kind of make it like somewhat big.
Yeah.
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 Oh, you're waving at your dog.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't feel bad about that.
Yeah, but that's one of those things I always think of where it's just like, I shouldn't feel bad about it, but it's stuck in my brain
also,
for long enough
I
for
mean,
me to like continue to
just
think
like
of.
6 open mic comics being like, "Hey, man, that's a serious allegation." It's like,
Yeah.
okay, you fucking nothings.
Yeah,
What do you
right.
fucking? Why are you acting like
I think
any?
I was like-
why are you acting like any of this matters at all?
Yeah, right.
You know?
Well, I was like 20 years old, and it was like, you guys were like, oh, we're fucking serious
you
comedians.
know, I mean, I hope I wasn't
You're
actually
se-
a part of that.
You were fucking standing right there.
Well, I was probably. Well, that means if you were like 20, that means I was 20, and I was like,
Yeah.
everyone hated me, and I was probably trying really hard for people not to hate
Oh,
me.
of course, yeah.
Well, the
So
Cass County,
sorry for me being a fucking spineless asshole. All right.
well, the Cass County Sheriff's Office should better get on this because you guys are 20 years old.
Oh,
That's what I mean. We're-
called out.
I'm gonna
We're
give you
back.
both a minor
We're
Minor
fucking
in
back,
possession.
Uh oh. Oh
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
that's right. No, we were probably like
citizens
fucking, like,
arrest.
We were like 22. We were like 22 years old.
Yeah, whatever it was, but yeah,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
but I've told you. I mean, look, I've mentioned this on the podcast, and I've talked about it in our regular lives all the time. But like, people taking comedy very seriously is like the gayest thing. It's literally like it's so annoying, dude.
Yeah.
And it is like an attitude that maybe it's not even specific to comedy. I don't have the same amount of experiences like socially as I do. But
Well,
like,
I
but,
think
like,
there's like
nobody takes shit more seriously than like the way a comedian like takes fucking comedy, and it's like, come on, guys.
yeah. Okay.
Gives a
So
shit.
there's a difference between like being like somebody who has studied in like comedy, And
What does that
somebody-
even mean?
like somebody who like knows like a bunch of different comedians and like a bunch of different ways of like being a comedian, like that kind of, like the actual like
I
fucking
guess.
like studying the art of being a comedian kind of, and then somebody who is like fucking literally just sucking comedians' dicks kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a joke.
Yeah, let's
Go
hear
ahead.
it. Let's hear it. Yeah, dude, that's classic.
See, that's
Comedy,
that's
dude.
pure.
Classic.
That's pure comedy.
Yeah,
right
that's
there,
actually
you know?
good. That's
Yeah.
actually good. I'll do that tonight. That's my new thing. Every time I tell somebody, I'm like, I'll do it tonight. I never do it. Never done a single one.
It's unfortunate.
Like, oh yeah, I'll do that tonight.
Can you just go up there and just make a fart noise into the
That's what I'm
mic?
gonna do because you know people are like, hey, you should use that as a bit. I'd be like, absolutely. In fact, I'm gonna make a lot of money off that. Thank you so much. Like honestly, you should have done that. That's what I'm gonna do from now on. When people are like, that could be a bit. I'm like, dude, that's a fucking brilliant bit, and make them feel like they're an idiot. Like they, like basically make them feel like they gave like an idea
Pretty
for
good.
an invention. Like, guess what? I'm gonna make like 20 grand off that bit this month. So fucking thanks, dude. That's a he just gave me a gold mine.
Well, that just sounds selfishly entertaining.
Oh, just for me? Yeah, no, I'm not entertaining anybody else. I never do anyway. Fuck it, dude. It's not about what they fucking think. All right.
I wish that was more appreciated in the circle.
What?
I guess. You know, people just fucking around.
I know. If you fuck around, everyone just like thinks you're crazy, and then they just don't. They don't
Yeah, it
they don't
sucks.
want anything to do with
They
you.
might actually start mocking your set by doing it.
My
Yeah,
favorite
exactly.
sets, like my most memorable sets of people, like are when they're literally up there just fucking riffing at people in the crowd.
Yeah,
and
just
shit. It's great.
riffing bits, and doing skits.
There was this that was good.
Is this thing on?
There was
Is this thing working?
there was this comedian I remember we saw. It was really he was just fucking.
Oh, that'd be
just
funny if
dicking
there was
around.
a homeless guy on stage like, is this thing working? Because I'm not.
That's good.
Sorry.
No, I don't really. I decided I don't want to fucking.
No,
do the thing that I was gonna
I didn't
do.
mean to interrupt you, but I thought of it and I had to do it.
No, I was like halfway in between wanting to do it in the first place, and then you gave me a long enough pause to decide that's not a good idea. How about that? How about a strainer thing that Pete?
Well, how
got?
about
That's
this?
pretty
How about
cool.
this?
About the strainer.
Yeah, here we go.
I've got good news for you.
Yeah.
For you specifically.
Yep.
You ready?
Yes.
Remember a while back when you're like, hey, you got that king wing sauce?
Oh, do you have it?
I got all the sauces.
Damn. All right. See, things are looking up.
There you go, boys.
Yeah, I found
Wait,
them
how
yesterday.
did you found all the sauces? Are we talking spicy Cajun sauce,
I mean, everything, I think.
pesto sauce,
We can check it at break.
Alfredo sauce?
Oh,
mac
should
and
be
cheese-
everything.
mac and
yeah.
cheese sauce?
I would actually love to see those recipes if we can see them.
That'd be fucking great.
All right, let me just write them down quick.
What do you
Well-
mean? You just got them in your
Well,
head?
you have them.
Right.
Oh, you don't want to give us the original copies?
I got a copy machine.
Yeah, but this is like old like fucking Asian papyrus, dude. This will fucking this will flame
Yeah.
up in there, dude. It's on rice paper, dude. You can't fucking run that through a copy machine.
Yeah, you're right.
You can have this, but only on rice paper. You have recipe on rice paper. No paper, rice paper.
Jesus.
That's what Quan used to say.
Yeah, she did used to say that.
Look. No one loves the Asian community more than me, man.
Quan had some of those real healthy.
How many
tips on
Asian friends do you have?
Huh?
What did Van used to say?
Quan was Van was like Quan has very healthy tits.
Yeah, exactly. Quan
Me,
Quan
Five
remind
Live.
me of me mother. Me very horny. Fucking. Just fucking.
this one. Ooh,
Yeah, very good,
very
you.
good.
Very good, you.
Yeah. Yep, that's what he used to say. You asked what he used to say. That is what he used to
Did I
say.
ever tell you? I wrote a paper about Van for
Did you
my
actually?
linguistics class.
How did that go over?
I think it was kind of racist.
Did you get a good grade?
There were there was a lot of Asian flair to my linguistics class.
Was there kind of mixed reviews on,
Wait, what?
on that? Did you get a good reception when you showed the
Well,
class?
it was a very small report. So also, let me just say this, okay? I made a big mistake. So I've never slept with an Asian girl.
Okay,
Have you?
an Asian girl.
Yeah.
No, I've always wanted to though.
Producer Pete? Okay. So I think
bucket list, you know.
I think I had an opportunity. So basically, there was these two authentic Asian girls.
I'll bookmark that.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
And one of them was like super super Asian, like could barely speak any English. But the other one was like could speak English like really well, and she was cute as fuck. And like no one else would ever like. Cause the rest of the class was white people.
Yeah.
And so none of them would ever like. I would always just like group with them because I was like, I'll talk to people who are different than me. You know, like I'm cool with that. You know.
Yep.
And then one time she's like, you have a very attractive voice, and I was like, oh, is that you? Like, is that? What if she's like trying to like? It was like a weird, or like she just had a handsome voice, and then I like was like, okay, and then I got scared.
And then I got scared.
And I never grouped with them anymore and stopped talking to them for some reason.
What the fuck? What's wrong with you?
I know, I fucked it up.
Was she cute?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I think she was like just like looking for a nice American experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure she went and found it. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, you're a fetish, all right?
Jesus Christ.
You got to understand.
Oh my God.
You got what everyone wants, baby. I said that to her. I said it like
you
that.
got whatever. She's in your handsome American voice.
Yeah, she liked it.
You got what everybody wants, babe.
You got what everyone wants, toots.
I was gonna say, did you turn into fucking Misty or whatever?
Missy, yeah.
You're too much woman for this man.
Yeah. No, she was very slight.
Yeah, that's good.
She was everything you wanted in an Asian woman, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway,
Memoirs. You ever seen Memoirs of a Geisha?
No.
Oh, never mind.
I dressed up as a geisha for Halloween last year, though. Is that racist?
Did you actually?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not
What's
racist.
a sha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dressed up as a geisha minus the sha. Just a gay. Yeah, speaking of that,
That's funny.
I don't want to be woke or anything. I don't want to sound woke.
Well, you're not. You just ignore that possibility and just keep talking about.
Look, I don't want to sound woke or anything.
Okay.
But I think there needs to be more gays and blacks on TV. Not to sound woke.
What the fuck?
Anyway, so then I had to give this presentation on Van.
What the fuck?
So, hey, not to sound woke or anything, but
God damn.
I prefer kung fu movies with actual Chinamen. All right. Anyway, not to sound woke.
Were you like the fucking like racist Jeff Foxworthy? Well, actually, I take that back.
No.
I was gonna say racist Jeff Foxworthy, but
Have
then
you seen-
I realized what a conundrum.
Have you
that
seen
was.
what Jeff Foxworthy does now? Like his newest comedy special?
He's like, I ain't no ching ching.
Okay, no. Okay, Alan.
That's his new thing he's
Yeah.
trying on.
That's actually the name of his special. I ain't no ching chang. Are you smarter than a ching chang?
God damn it.
You might be a ching chang
I hate myself.
if you only have eggs in your noodles.
I just sent Josh off on a fucking tangent, I think.
If you think fishing, if you think fish should be served raw instead of fried in a pan, you might be a ching chang. If you catch your fish with a basket instead of your bare hands, you might be a ching chang. What if you just did an hour of that, dude?
I can't fucking handle it.
What if he just did an hour of that,
Jesus
dude?
Christ.
What if he just did an hour of that, you know?
I mean, I don't know.
You
I don't know.
Right?
Oh, Lord.
Anyways,
We're going to have to cut all of that. You're just like, we're not cutting into it.
I don't think
This is the way it goes.
Well, first of all, we're doing an impression of Jeff Foxworthy.
That is true.
All of his bits may as well be that. Because,
That is true.
Have you seen it? He's like, back in my day, there was no such thing as participation trophies. It's like, all right, god damn it.
Yep.
Like, he's this red pill. He's a shitty boomer red pill comic now. Anyway, so I had to give this presentation on Van.
Okay, how'd this go?
I went up there and I was like, first of all, I can't understand a word of this guy's fucking mouth. No, I didn't say that. I was like, but I did kind of say that, but not like I didn't put it so like bluntly.
I just want to like preface this by saying I had to bring Van to the fucking to get his green card updated.
Oh yeah.
And translate for him. He literally brought me with to the fucking
Wait, you mean
post office.
You mean to tell me that Van was here legally?
Yeah.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, he was here. Legally, yeah.
I thought for sure he wasn't.
No. He's a refugee from Burma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, you tell your Van story.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, I literally had to, like, he just asked me randomly one day while we were fucking dishwashing together. He's just like, "You want to come with me to the fucking post office to help me like fucking get my green card updated?"
Yeah. And you did?
Whatever. Yeah, and I went with him and helped him out. And it's just funny because because you remember translating for Van like in the kitchen, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
And it was like when you talk to him, you just have to be like, "This okay."
Yeah.
This right here, very okay.
Yeah,
and he would just be like, he's like, "Yes, very good."
Yeah.
That was like the communication.
Yeah.
So imagine me in front of like a fucking like government official, like in front of a government official, just fucking like translating to the Van, just being like, "She say this no good."
Dude,
okay.
I would pay $1 million to have a video of this.
Yeah.
You did not talk
I
like
did.
that.
Well,
I'm sure you did a little.
That's
but
how fucking
he
Van
had to, though. How
Van,
else was he going to do it?
That's how Van understood things. That's
I'm
literally
sure
how
you did it a little differently.
I was a little bit more gentle with it, but that basically sums it up.
Yeah.
That basically sums up the entire
I mean,
event.
that's so fucking funny.
Yeah, I've
dude.
never thought about that.
That's so fucking funny,
it's
dude.
wild.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, you having to go do that in front of a government official is hysterical.
Hilarious.
Because first of all, I could never like have a conversation with them that'd be like pussy. You know what I mean? So like, how are you even?
I was like, Van, this one, no,
No.
okay.
Yeah,
This one,
none of you with your weird palm motions.
Van, you do this, you
Yeah.
go jail, okay?
He would act like he was just like feeling the heat from her
Yeah,
pussy.
yeah. Like
he
it was
like,
it was like open palm, just
open
like
palm,
fucking,
but like under like in her undercarriage.
like lifting.
Yeah.
like just
It's like,
gently
it's like
lifting
it's
upward.
Like it's like there's no way you're pleasing a woman like that.
Maybe he knows something we don't.
Can I palm your pussy?
Have you ever seen fucking kung fu movies? They always have these secret techniques that we don't know anything about. You know
I mean, that was really racist.
what? What are you talking
Anyway.
about? Fucking like
So speaking of translating for Van, Van, our fucking like goddamn 5'1", goddamn Burmese dishwasher.
I would say 4'11".
God, he was such a
He
funny
was
guy.
tiny. He was a very small man.
So yeah, I remember just going in front of the class and being like, "Yeah, this guy, he's it's like I just like he just drinks and shit all the time. He drinks a big bottle of Lord Calvert a night or whatever. I'm like, he's pretty cool." And I was just explaining, like, he's like, "Yeah, he buys prostitutes and stuff." Like I was like I was just giving you like the life story. I'm like, "Yeah, one time he came in and like on Sunday morning he like went to church with this prostitute, and then came and got noodles and like
Yeah, he was all dressed up and shit.
yeah, he
That
was dressed up and
wild.
he was just with a whore." Like, but like one that like was like trying to dress up, but it's like, God damn.
No,
you know?
yeah.
Like it's almost worse when they're like trying, you know.
Yeah, he must have just been like, "You dress up."
Yeah, like I'm
dress up for
sure.
me, okay?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I remember the example I gave. Remember how he'd say, "You are how," is what he would
Yeah,
say.
you are how?
And he was like, "You are how are you?" And that was like in linguistics. That was like a thing basically we had been discussing how different types of words get rearranged differently in each language. So I got to use that.
So that's how he remembered it.
Yeah, so I got to use that as an example. I remember.
That's good.
But mostly I just talked about how he was like a cool guy who drinks cheap liquor and.
Yeah, and he taught you important and linguistic things.
Yeah, he also taught me how to not not behave around women.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Again, maybe he had something that we didn't understand. You know.
Right.
Yep.
Maybe him. You know.
We don't need to go too deep into the weeds here. I don't think.
Well, you know.
We've already gone there.
I think last week was enough of our sexual predator episode. I don't think we need to.
Yeah, we should probably chill.
Let's remember Van as the artist, not as the person.
Okay.
I respected Van's art.
Man, he fucking killed those dishes though.
God, he was good at washing dishes. He was a hell of an entertainer. But if you go into his
Yeah.
Go into his personal life. It gets a little seedy.
I would still like. I'll say it right now. I would go back and watch that man do dishes any day of the week.
I would too.
I don't respect his fucking his other things. You
Yeah.
know?
So if anyone looks up Van Her, and they find out the kind of person we're speaking highly about, we may as well be like,
Yeah. Like we have no association with this man.
we may as well be like, yeah, but Michael Jackson. I mean,
Yeah. Right.
whoo,
Anyways.
good stuff.
Yeah. Should we take a break or what?
Yeah, let's take a break.
All right.
Oh, we gotta get those recipes.
Oh, that's true.
All right,
We'll
sweet.
be back with recipes.
All right, goodbye.
Bye.
Funny every time.
I might go to Tijuana. Tijuana, as I like to call it. Juan.
It'd be really funny if instead of you instead of you going skiing, you tell Carly like, "Hey, can I go skiing?" And instead of that, you just go and fuck a different girl.
What the fuck?
Wouldn't that be funny?
That would be funny.
And then you have to like go hit the Alps for a little bit so you can get like a little bit of that red, from like the sun.
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And then you're like, as you're walking to your room, you're like scrubbing your dick and stuff, like trying to make sure, like, and you pay one of like the Guatemalans who works there to smell your private region for $15 to make sure it doesn't smell like pussy.
It's a deal.
And then you have to go into your room, and Carly's like, for some reason, suspicious of you, and she starts smelling your nether regions.
Let me smell your dick.
And then she's like, it smells like pussy. She's like, God, that fucking Guatemalan. And you're like, never trust a Guatemalan, babe.
3, 2, 1,
No.
slap.
You should go down the oceanic routes from Seattle down to San Diego.
Yeah, you should just take the 101, man, all the way up the coast, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, that way I can fucking just be like,
Bing,
oh,
bing.
I was swimming in the ocean with fish. That's why my dick smells like this.
Oh yeah, be like, sorry, babe,
Yeah.
I took a went at the 101, I took a dip in the sea.
Yeah, I fucked a seal.
I had sex with a seal.
It seemed right in the moment.
She's like, what's the deal with the Guatemalan? It's like, I'm assuming it was Guatemalan. You ever notice how seals are Guatemalan?
They kind of do, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
And then you can call me. I'd be like, Josh and I have talked about this numerous times. He'll back me up on this.
and
she's
three,
like,
two,
Josh, do seals?
one, slap.
Is it a thing that you think seals look Guatemalan? And I'd be like, oh yeah, Al and I have discussed this endlessly. In fact, sometimes we could never even get I can never get the guy to shut up about how Guatemalan seals appear to be. She's like, all right, this whole thing seems a little fishy, but all right.
Hey. The first advertisement of today's podcast is brought to you by beer can holders that don't suffocate fish and birds and sea turtles and other things. These fucking things are made out of goddamn straight up plastic with no holes. They got less holes than your normal thing, and they're less stretchy. And they might fucking strangle some small insignificant fucking animals that maybe we don't really give a fuck about. But they won't get the big ones that you can see struggling to hold on to life. Because if you did, most people would be sad about it. And, I don't really care, but maybe, the people that, take scissors to fucking normal can holders would be like, that's an unfortunate thing that happens. I don't think so. I wouldn't think so. I actually think most of them should die.
I'm about to start talking about Guatemalan seals again, dude.
So, plastic holders that don't kill large animals, but maybe smaller animals. They're cool, I guess.
Well, very good. The second advertisement of the podcast is brought to you by Helen's Asian Kitchen Spider Strainer Basket. Now, Producer Pete, I'd like to ask you a question here. Do you ever have trouble? So you obviously scoop and strain food, right?
Sometimes I scoop and then I do strain, yes.
But do you do it safely?
No, not always.
So that's what's great about this. This is a deep basket that can safely scoop and strain foods.
Okay, that's good because I burned, like last week, I burned myself.
Yes.
Not good.
And let me guess. You have trouble transferring and serving food in a in a good way, right?
In a good way, yeah.
Yeah. So this will securely hold foods for easy transfer and serving.
That's all I've been looking for.
Also, it conveniently hooks onto pot for easy cooking.
Also, I get it lost in the like it's just moving around.
Okay, and last thing, I bet you're thinking to yourself, is this somehow like associated with Joyce Chen products?
Whoa.
I actually was.
Well, this is not affiliated with
Holy
Joyce Chen
fuck,
products.
are you
Damn
kidding me?
it.
Jesus.
That is a relief.
Yes, and you might not. Also, you might not know this, but the spider strainer basket is affectionately nicknamed for its web-like design.
Oh.
Helen's Asian Kitchen, the spider strainer basket, affectionately nicknamed for its web-like design.
Imagine how terrifying it would be if a fucking spider spun steel fucking things out of its carapace or whatever it's called.
Helen's Asian Kitchen, the spider strainer basket. Can you imagine how crazy it would be if a spider could spin metal webs out of its carapace or whatever? And now time for the second half of the podcast. It's the Going Hard Podcast. Producer Pete, Alan, and John. Welcome back to the podcast, everybody.
Aaron.
Hey, Producer Pete, how was your break, Big Dougie?
Actually, very good. How was yours?
Oh, mine was quite good. Alan, yours?
Mine was quite good.
Yeah,
I think. How was yours?
It was good, man.
good.
It was good. Everyone likes him and everyone hates me at work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You were employee of the month. People are jealous.
that's true. He's never gotten that. It's like being cool doesn't get you employee of the month, all right?
Well, exactly. Like you
Fucking-
can't,
I nominated for your 8 straight
hey,
months.
you're not the valedictorian and the fucking cool guy. That's
Yeah, you're not
fucking
valedictorian and
goddamn-
homecoming king.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and if you are, you're a serial killer. So
Yes.
you know.
Yep.
Okay, well, anyway, guys, this was fantastic. We had a really good time as usual.
Yeah.
You know,
I
this
had
was-
fun.
yeah, I had fun. I hope everyone else did too. We already have created a song.
So we'll just go ahead and play it. You know.
Yeah.
Let me open this guy. There
what we
go.
typically do.
Yeah, we
Well-
usually play the song.
Well, no, but we usually are just like, hey, let's make the song. All
Yeah,
of a
you
sudden.
don't need to let him behind the curtain here.
I like to let them
Nah.
know.
We gotta let the people know what's going on.
Yeah.
Transparency is key.
Yeah, because weirdly we made the song first last week, but it was kind of like on theme with the episode somehow.
I think it influences our brain.
Yeah, this one, I guess, yeah, well, you'll hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, all right, guys, thank you so much. Say goodbye to the good folks, Producer Pete.
What's up?
That is the opposite of goodbye.
All right, see ya.
All right, bye, guys.
All right. See you later, everybody.
Yo, this one goes out to my homeboy, Producer Pete, walking into the house, stomping around upstairs like a crazy motherfucker. He seems like a real chill dude, but sometimes he comes in stomping around, you know, stomping the yard and shit. They call my guy Producer Pete, cause he produces on the regular. I chose a fucking stupid word to try to rhyme with in the first bar. It don't matter though, cause I'm the shit, and any type of word I can flip, put it on its head and spin it around, cause nobody does it like me. The producer is here. I heard him walking upstairs. Yeah, the producer is here. I wonder when he's coming downstairs. He might be up in his room on his Switch. He might be playing video games. He might be petting his dog. You never know what that fucker's up to. Anyway, he's the man. And I'm happy that he's part of the plan to make this podcast great again. Shouts out Donald Trump. I voted for Trump more than twice. I voted for him every time. And every time that he won, it's because of me, dog. And producer Pete, that's right, producer Pete voted for Trump. Yeah. Producer Pete definitely voted for Trump. Hell yeah. He likes smoking weed and he's chill, but he can't swallow the woke pill. So he voted for Daddy Don. Don't tell his girlfriend or his mom, cause they'll be fucking pissed at him, cause they like left politics. Petey ain't that way though. He likes guns and he hates abortions. He even told me that he has kids, though he's never really seen those kids. And I've never ever seen his kids. I know that he would force a woman to have them. So producer, he's a cool guy. He's the fucking man because he forces women to have kids if he gets them pregnant.
I think that's a keeper right there.
So, yeah, so look out for him.
Look out for that guy.
Look out for that motherfucker.
Oh shit.
He also uses cocoa butter even though he's white. There's just nothing wrong with that.